Chapter 2: The World Beneath the Rainforest. What's happening? I called as everything went black. But this darkness did not last for long, as I soon saw that, to my surprise, I was back in the garden, and I was still able to see. But before I could question this further, I heard a familiar voice call. "Tamarin, looks like you got used to your new eyesight sooner than I expected." The voice in my dream before called. What's going on? Did I make it out? How did I get back here? I frantically asked while looking throughout the garden. You blacked out just as you left the rainforest. This is another dream, they answered. So, all of that was real, and I really did fail, I said as I clasped my talons over my face. My only job is to protect that flower, and I failed the rainforest. What matters now is that you are okay. You are the only one who can find the flower. Their voice echoed around the room. I only just noticed that I can hear her, but can't see her. How? How are you so sure I can do this? How did I suddenly change like this? Where are you? Who are you? Questions poured out of me like a waterfall. I know you, Tamarin. I know you more than I know myself. And I know you can do this, she said confidently while completely dodging my question. And I know where the flower is and how to find it. How? And how did you figure this out? I said speculatively. If she knew this, why can't she do it? I've learned more about the flower. Firstly, I learned that the flower did not get stolen. It returned, she said. What? What do you mean returned? I asked as I peer my head up at the empty flower pot. Do you know what the Elysium flower does? She asked me like I would not know the answer. It protects the rainforest from attackers. How could she not know this if she knows about the flower? This is obvious. Sort of. The Elysium flower actually protects the rainforest from another world below, she says slowly. What? I nearly yelled. What could she even be talking about? Another world below? But perhaps with everything that has happened recently, this isn't the biggest shock. There is another world below the rainforest, where the Elysium flower originates. The rainwings were able to retrieve the flower and protect the rainforest by venturing into the other world. There used to be a ritual they did every brightest night that gave power to the Elysium flower. I was unable to figure out what they did during that ritual, but I did find out where it takes place, she states. How have I not heard of any of this? I say while putting my talons over my head. Where is it? And what do you mean used to? I keep finding myself asking a lot of questions. Rainwings seem to have forgotten a lot since the last brightest night. Because of it, the Elysium flower has returned. You will have to get it back. You will have to find the Elysium shrine, she demanded. What? How am I going to find it? I asked. You are close to it. Follow the river until you see light. You will end up at the shrine before you know it, she instructed. What if I can't find it? What will I do when I'm there? I frantically asked. I really don't know if I could do this. There is not much else I can tell you. The rest you have to do on your own. You will have to wake up and find it, she answered sympathetically. I don't know if I can do it, but I will have to try. The rainforest is counting on me, I say confidently. After that, everything went black, and I woke up to the nearly pitch-black edge of the rainforest. I got up and was able to quickly spot the river. I did what she said and followed the river. She never said how far out it was, so I just had to brace the walk. After a while I saw a faint blue light in the distance atop a tall post. Once I got closer, I saw more and more of these blue lights forming a path. I've seen very few trees along the river, but the farther I have gone down this path, the more trees I see. After walking along the path, I stumbled across a hill with 4 huge trees atop it. Bigger than any of the few trees I saw in the rainforest. As I got closer and climbed up the hill that the blue-lit posts led up to, I saw that the trees were lined up in a square with a stone platform in the middle. In the very middle of these trees was a patch of grass littered with beautiful serpenias, along with a stone pedestal with an empty flower pot atop it. "This must be the Elysium Shrine," I whispered to myself. But what do I do here? Do I put something in that flower pot? What would happen? The voice from my dreams is not here with me, so I have to figure all of this out on my own. I walked up to the pedestal and looked into the flower pot. It really was empty, filled with nothing but some dust. I looked down at the patch of serpenias below. There's only serpenias here. Do I have to? I sniffed around and grabbed the biggest of the flowers in the patch, and proceeded to place it right into the flower pot, expecting nothing to happen. But to my surprise, the ground below me started shaking. "What's happening?" I yelled. I knew I would not have gotten an answer back. Even if I did, I would not have heard it because the stone platform beneath me was falling. Each of the tiles falling one by one. Soon I was going to fall with those tiles. But it was too late for me to escape. I fell along with the pedestal. After that everything went black. I soon landed onto hard rock, and when I got up and opened my eyes, I was in a world unlike anything I saw in the rainforest.